Alright, we are back in action. I did have to take a couple um, days off. My daughter was sick and everything, so I was taking care of her, which is why I haven't basically posted any videos last handful of days. Also, too, I will never post a video on Saturday or Sunday just because I like to enjoy the weekends the best I can, do stuff with my family, whatever. Just relax and, just won't ever post nothing on the weekends. Also, too, then this way that gives you guys, you guys don't have to, be sitting inside watching YouTube on a Saturday when it's, really nice out. I mean, yeah, it's winter time, but, if you guys like right now, like if you guys want to go and take your kids or whatever to go see Christmas lights, you can, instead of sitting at home watching me ramble on and play Farming Simulator. So I've got a lot of stuff to do today, so this will probably be I'm going to try to keep this a short video, as short as I can. So sorry about that, but so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this field. I am going to hire the worker out so this way I can get back to baling. Thinking about selling that truck. I don't ever use it, but I guess we can just go straight into turning it on. So anyways, it's not picking up. Why is it not picking up? Okay, that was kind of weird, but all right, we got it fixed. So anyways, yeah, daughter was sick, whatnot, last couple days, had a slight fever, whatnot. So yeah, just been taking care of her instead of doing videos. But not too much more than that. Like I said, I got a few things I got to do today, so I'm going to try to keep this video short. Pretty much just going to finish, more likely just finish that field, do the baling here, and I would honestly like to sell the grain as well. On one of the previous videos, somebody said that you could sell the buildings. I know you can sell the buildings. And more likely, I like the silos and stuff that are around the map. I don't know if the creator did that, so this way you could basically kind of sell all that stuff, have more money, at the start of the game, whatever. Not really sure, but we'll probably sell a few things off. I did like they start you out with like some cattle and chickens and stuff. I had already sold the animals. Actually, I don't think I sold all the cows, so I gotta actually go over and sell the cows. So that might be something I do today as well, because they're at that one big barn that I thought was really, really cool. That's like $4 million to buy or something, the property and whatnot. So I gotta head over there, sell those. But I am gonna have animals. I don't know what animals. I really don't. But I'll basically be placing the barn in one of these. It'll be in this field. I just don't really know if it'll be this side or the other side. So, but I am gonna have animals. I don't really do pigs, so that might be something to do. I'm not really sure. So, like I said, I don't really know. well, like I said, I am going to do, you know, obviously some animals, but I don't know exactly what. Elm Creek. There is not going to be a whole lot of videos on Elm Creek. The last couple days, I've been just kind of thinking, because it's just basically messing around. It, you know, it's nothing serious. I think what I'm going to do is leave that. Basically just leave that map. So like if there's any mods that I want to like say test out or look at or any, you know, anything like that, I have that map that I can kind of do that stuff with. So I just gonna basically leave it as, you know, basically the test map and what have you, because in this way I can I'll still make videos like when I'm doing that. I will still, you know, like when I'm still like messing around with the mod, you know, different mods or whatever, like I will still make videos of that and post them. It's just not going to be a frequent thing. This way I don't, if I see a mod and that I like, then I can try it out, and then if it turns out it's not, you know, a very good mod or not what I was thinking, then I don't have to spend the money on, say, like this map and then find out that it's not what I was expecting, just to then waste all that money, sell it. You don't get your full amount of money back when you sell it, so then you're out money anyways. Yeah, I think it'd just be a lot better doing it that way. So, and I'll get this little piece since I got to come all the way back up anyways. So I try to get everything. I don't know why, but I just do. So, but anyways, somebody had commented on one of my videos. I believe it was part 1 of this map. I'm not going to mention names. One, I don't remember the name of the comment. And 2, I don't have, I guess you could say, permission to release said information, but they did comment on one of the Ohio maps and basically it's like, you know, called me out. And I'm sure it was all in good fun, not and whatnot. But nonetheless, basically a comment stated that, you know, I owe them an apology, and quite frank, you know, and I would assume that he is meaning the gaming community, and I have to agree. So, because, you know, last handful of videos, I mean, the last handful of videos, I mean, it's been, you know, pretty much the most views I've had. I mean, and it's mind blowing, and I can't really thank you guys enough. Like in the matter of like a week, I've gone from 16 subscribers to, I think I'm at like 40 now, high 30s. I know I'm in the high 30s without actually checking. And I mean, just basically my subscribers have doubled, and I've got hundreds of views on my videos, and I've just was blown away. And quite frankly, I cannot thank you guys enough, because quite frankly, like, I was going to continue doing this and try to do the videos on a regular basis, release videos on a regular basis. Obviously, you know, like, my daughter got sick, so obviously, you know, that took time away. But, you know, I was only going to do this till pretty much the end of the year, and then I wasn't going to do the gaming stuff anymore if, like, I wasn't getting the views and the subscribers, and I was just going to literally just give up on it. But the fact that you guys have literally come through and you've done this and whatnot is just, I can't thank you guys enough. So, I mean, calling you out on the one, you know, the one video, like, you know, I truly apologize, and everything along the lines of that. You know, you guys have really came in clutch, and, you know, some of you have asked me to, you know, keep going. So, I mean, as long as you guys stick around, you know, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate it, and honestly, like, that's all I could, I guess you could really say, all I ever really would dream of is just, you know, making YouTube content that people actually enjoy. Because honestly, I'm hard on myself as it is. I really am. Like, I am literally, you could call me everything in the book, and you will never hurt my feelings worse than I hurt my own, just because I'm that hard on myself. So I don't think my content is good. I don't like talking. I really don't like talking to people. I am so like, it makes me so uncomfortable talking to people. It took me months and months just to be able to talk like this on these videos. That's why I usually just do time lapse. So, fuck, I should probably check the combine. But anyways, so I just, yeah, I'm hard on myself, and then because I'm so hard on myself, then I get mad and I bottle it up, and then I just snap. And so I'm sure, you know, I'm going to be cranky again one of these days. And so, but yeah, just thank you guys for all of this, and hopefully, you know, maybe I can make it to 1,000 subscribers. And, you know, I'm not, you know, like, some of these YouTube channels are making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, you know. And I mean, I think some videos, I mean, have, you know, they literally make, like, you know, $10,000 in 24 hours. And it's like, I'm not looking for that. I'm really not. Like, if I can at least make enough money per month, just literally over the course of 1 month, if I can make enough money to at least, say, pay my house payment and, you know, maybe pay my internet bill, like, I would be happy. Like, and my house payment's only $400 a month. So, I mean, like, basically, if I could make $500 a month off of doing this, I'd be happy. Like, that would, like, it would help out so much that I really don't think a lot of people really truly understand, like, how bad my situation is, to the fact that just even $500 a month that I could bring in would help so much. And it would just relieve so much stress off my wife and everything. And the thing of it is, too, is, like, my parents growing up, they worked nonstop. Like, my dad freaking worked pretty much 7 days a week, 12-hour days. And my mom, at one point, she worked 2 full-time jobs, and I never got to do a whole lot of things. Like, I was really, really, really good at soccer to the point where I could have actually have gone pro had I stuck with it. But it got to the point where my parents were working so much that I couldn't go to practices. So I had to quit going to soccer practices and stuff and lose out on a possible opportunity, or even just an opportunity to go to go to college on a scholarship. I had to lose out on all of that. I didn't go to college. I actually ended up dropping out of high school just for the simple fact is my parents got divorced. Like, literally my dad handed my mom divorce papers on my 18th birthday. That happy birthday to me. So oh crap, I didn't do the combine. My bad. Should. Green cart driver, where you at? Holding up production. But anyways, no. So like, I didn't. It was my senior year. I think I literally had like 2 more months. I had the credits. Yeah, I had the credits that I could have technically have graduated, but because I didn't pass algebra, and then that's technically like that. I guess that's like a requirement in the state of Ohio that you have to pass, algebra or whatever. Tag this place because I'm not. Okay, it's the same location. I'm gonna go sell the grain, then I'm gonna head to that cow barn and sell the rest of those cows because I want everything close to this farm. But like, I had the credits, but I didn't have, because like I said, I played soccer, and at my school, if you play soccer if you play any sport, cheerleading, basketball, track, field, football, etc., if you play any sport for the school, they gave you the same amount of credits as you do basically gym class. And I don't know if that's a normal thing or that's just my school. I don't know that information. So it's one of those things where I played, like I said, I played soccer and I got the credits for it, and things like that. But I had plenty of credits, but I didn't pass math. I couldn't pass math. I could pass geometry. I actually passed geometry, but algebra I can't freaking do. Even to this day, I still can't do algebra. But so I basically, it's like, well, I knew I wasn't going to pass algebra and all this crap. So I knew I wasn't going to graduate, and so I just said screw it, just stopped going. And by that point, it was just me and my mom. They had already separated, blah blah blah. But you're not supposed to go this way. Too bad, nobody's in line. So, but anyways, yeah. So I did drop out, whatnot, and I like watching it, but I'm there's a fence right here. Yeah, can't do that. Oh well. So but I did try to find a job, you know, things like that. Tried to do a lot of stuff. And I honestly was I've held a job until COVID hit. I held a job. I held a job every year since I was 14 years old. I am 31 years old now, almost 32. So we'll just say we'll just say 32 because it's literally like in 2 months. So we'll just say I'm 32. So since I've been 14 years old, I have held a job every year. Obviously, you know, at 14, 15, 16 years old, it was just a summer job. And I'll get to them later. So I just held a summer job. I was a farm hand. It was just a grain farmer. So, I mean, you know, basically I just help fix equipment, do groundwork, you know, straw, things like that. I hope I'm going the right way to that main farm. Looks like I am. But, you know, so I had money. And then, of course, my school also had a thing called CBI, Career-Based Intervention. Basically, instead of me having a study hall, I worked. So basically I worked for the school. I worked for my school instead of having a study hall. Which, you know, not that really, $190. At that point, it's not even worth selling, but anyways. Oh, he's almost. Okay, crap. I gotta get rolling. Luckily, we got the straw done. I'm not going to worry about the other field. I'm just going to get this field harvested and call it a video, but it's already 22, almost 23 minutes in. I said it was going to be a shorter video. My bad, guys. But so I worked for the school, and the school paid me. I mean, it's not like I just, you know, worked for the school and got class credits, whatever. You know, I got paid. The school did pay me. It wasn't a whole lot. I think I only made like $50 a week or something, or $50 like every 2 weeks, whatever that was, you know. But, you know, I was at least making money. But, you know, extra money, I should say. So, I mean, I've held a job, you know, and then obviously when school wasn't, you know, when I didn't have school, summer break, spring break, stuff like that, I would obviously, you know, be working on farms. And honestly, if I could actually, and that's one thing too, is like if I could turn this YouTube channel and maybe even my other YouTube channel into the point where I'm making enough money, I would love to buy land and actually start up my own farm. And just that is my number one dream, is to do farming for a living. I know everybody says there's no money in farming, and the thing of it is I really don't care. I just like to farm. But the problem is I can't, and the thing of it is I can't be a farmhand around here anymore. Just for the simple fact is the farms are struggling in my area. I'm just one more pass. I'll just do it myself. But they're struggling in my area, and like I had a friend work for a farmer, and he worked for 3 months for this farmer, and this farmer never paid him for any of his work, just because he was that strapped for cash. And there was points and times where like he would literally have to have the power company come out, and he would have to go like all summer long without electricity, just so this way he could pay all of his other bills. And he still farms today, but he doesn't have any farm hands. He has to do everything himself. And I mean, honestly, it's really, really sad. But and then of course, you know, other farms, milking cows, things like that. The farms around here have had to sell off a lot of their cows just due to losing land to development, because the fields they were renting, you know, basically got sold and things like that. So a lot of them have had to basically sell off a lot of their cows so they could feed them properly. And it's just really, really bad in my area as far as farming goes. But I mean, and if you're a grain farmer, it's not as bad. I mean, it's still tough, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as bad if you're doing animals. But the thing of it is, usually the grain farmers, you know, you got the dad, the grandpa, you know, the son, you know, then, you know, I guess you can say grandson or whatever, you know, however you want to word it. You know, you got 4 or 5 generations of farmers plowing and planting and all that. Like they don't really, you know, they're not looking for help. And so I don't really ask, just because I know the situation. I actually used to work for a farm, you know, basically a parts store for, you know, tractors. And, you know, so I did that for like 2 years. So, you know, I kind of I got a little more of an inside view of how things really are going for them. I mean, it just sucks, you know, regardless how you look at it. So it's like I would feel bad taking money out of their pocket. So that's why I haven't asked farmers. But yeah, I mean, it is an option if things get too bad, obviously. But the thing of it is, I don't want to have my daughter's in gymnastics and she absolutely loves it. And I don't want to be so busy trying to pay my bills to the point where she doesn't have a choice and she has to give up on gymnastics. And I mean, that if it's her choice, like if she comes up to me and she's like, "Dad, I don't want to do gymnastics anymore," or she's like, you know, I don't really want to do sports anymore, just in general, then yeah, like obviously then that's going to change because that's her decision and whatnot. But for me to tell my daughter basically what my parents told me of, hey, we don't have time for this, so you can't do this. I'm never going to tell my daughter that at all, ever. Like I will, you know, hold the weight of the world and everything else under the sun, you know, before I do any, you know, do that. I won't. I just can't. So, but. So like I said, I really, really hope that this works out. Maybe I shouldn't be a farmer. I just ran my combine into my barn. But I mean, I really do hope that this works out, just because I know that it would help me out so much, and it would just help my wife out so much, and you know, just with her stress level. And so I'm really hoping to make something of this. If you guys are interested, I do have another YouTube channel. We're going to call it a video here, but just real quick, if you guys are interested in like cars and stuff, I do have another YouTube channel called Adapt Motorsports. It's me working, you know, my dad has a vintage race car, that I video when he goes racing. My buddy races. So from time to time I take videos of him. I build derby cars. So, you know, I'm working on that and take videos of that and whatnot. So if you guys are interested in any of that, just head over there. I'll try to put a link in the description, but I don't really know exactly how to do that just yet. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested, there's that. You guys don't have to, but like I said, it you know, it's up to you guys. But I just appreciate you guys and those of you that have watched and have subscribed. Thank you, and to everybody just in general that has subscribed, whether you've been here since the start of this or you're literally just subscribed in like the last week or last few days. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. It means the world to me. So, but on that note, so I know I was going to say it was going to be a quick video, and it wasn't. It was about roughly the same length. We're at 31 minutes in. I am so sorry. I will try to make the shorter videos because I know a lot of you guys don't want to watch half-hour videos. So I know we didn't get a whole lot done, but I just wanted to kind of make a video and apologize and tell you guys how much I do appreciate you guys. So, but alrighty, so you guys have a good day. Just try to keep you guys' heads above water like I'm trying, and hopefully the times will get a lot easier and a lot less stressful, not just for me, but for all of you guys as well. So thank you guys. Have a good day and try to stay safe.